I bought an entire second copy of the Lumibricks Alpine Observatory to test the fan theory that the first one I got was a total dud. From the new kit, I've built the entire telescope, which has the projector built into it, and this time I'm going to be powering it directly from USB. This is guaranteed 5-volt continuous power. Obviously, I have the white backdrop here, and I've set this so that when I turn the lens around to project, it is exactly 12 inches from the surface. To be extra thorough, I'm going to record this with 2 different cameras. So let me turn off the lights and let's see the results. Oh, it's beautiful. Simply magnificent. Look at how bright and vibrant those colors are. This is exactly what I wanted to see. And I know it's exactly what you wanted to see. Wow. Just wow. Wait. Yeah, that's embarrassing. Between shots, getting the intro and everything, I was swapping things around, and this is the original unit that I used in my original review. It's still running off of watch batteries. So let me actually swap that out to the new one with the USB power and do it right this time. Sorry about that. Okay, there we go. And you can see it's on. This is fully charged. Okay, let's try again. Amazing. Just heart-stopping. I am speechless. This is just incredible. So much power and intensity. I just feel like I want to just reach out towards the center of that galaxy and just grab from its vibrancy and luminance and just try to figure out what exactly is going on here. Here's kind of a side-by-side. On the upper left is the original unit running the watch batteries, and on the lower right is the brand new one running USB. You can see there is a very slight difference in brightness, but it's not completely transformative. And in this shot over here, you can see that I am presently recording that exact scene. And if I put this camera down, maybe you can see in the shadows just a little bit that I'm holding on to. Yeah, there you go. And you see the silhouette that I'm holding on to one of these. And if I bring it close enough, you can see its projection. And thus you can see that back there in the upper part of your screen, there are a couple of blurs, a couple of very gently lit areas. That's the reality of the brightness of those 2 projections. So why does that look like that? And then this looks like this. Well, it's time for a lesson in light and camera magic. You see, this camera right here is set to all auto. I'm telling it to do all of the work itself, figure out exactly what it needs to give me, keywords here, the best image possible. Whereas that one over there that you're looking at right here is set to all manual. It's set to exactly the settings that I want to have nice, consistent control of light and brightness and saturation and white balance and all that. So if I turn off my local light and I turn off my background lights as well, this is what you see. And there's no projection that you can see on the background of the space here. But if I switch back to the other camera, turn it on, all of a sudden, up in its screen, you can very clearly see a beautiful galaxy there, which is upside down. I didn't mess that up. That helps you to understand which one we're looking at. This is the newer one running off of USB. But again, from this camera here, you see very little. Although, it's clearly on, it's clearly recording. All right, time to change this camera's settings a bit. And what I'm going to do is bring it to the point where what it sees matches what my eyes see, or what I perceive from my eyes. So it's pretty bright right now. Right there is the brightest spot in this scene, at least as far as I can see. And it's not fully washed out. It's not fully white. And that pretty much matches what my brain perceives of this scene right here. It's very, very dark, but the Lumibricks lights on the interior are very, very nice. And you know, they work well. Got a little bit of shadow cast on the surface down below. And if I look up, back there somewhere is just a little bit of a suggestion of the galaxy that's being projected. Still not very bright though, is it? Now I'm going to go ahead and record from the other camera, which I actually switched to a narrower field of view lens, just so you can see things in a little bit closer, a little bit tighter. And hopefully I should be able to still get some decent focus in there. And I want to illustrate what I was saying just a minute ago, camera magic. So we can see inside, you can see that that light right there is, whoop, can we focus? Can we focus? Can we do it? Yes, we can. That light is bright, but it's not completely washed out. If I come up here, you can see inside that room as well. You can also focus in there. And now let's go ahead and look at the projection. Wait a minute. Did you see what just happened right there? Here, let me look at this little lighted area out here. Yeah, okay, that's good. Okay, so that's about right. That's about what my eyes see too. What's... Do you see what's happening? It's not just changing focus. It's changing brightness. When I go from here, when I initially bring my camera up, it's dim, and then it very quickly gets brighter. Huh? All right, time for a different test here. This time with the handheld camera, I've set it to mostly manual settings. So it's manual shutter speed, manual aperture. In other words, manual total exposure. But I'm just letting it handle the white balance because I didn't really care to figure that out. And this is pretty decent. Again, the white balance, you know, it's doing its own thing with that. It's not exactly what my eyes see. Like that globe right there is showing up a little bit too green as it's trying to adjust away the blue in this space, whatever it's doing. At least the brightness is still pretty good. I don't want to go too bright. I can make it a little bit brighter manually, but that's starting to make things wash out. Yeah, that's not what my eyes see. My eyes don't see things super, super bright. I'm just trying my best to calibrate this to what my eyes see. And I'm even being a little bit generous. I think what my eyes see is a little bit less bright than that, but I don't want to go too far. I don't want to be unfair here. This is pretty good. And then when I look at the projection, what? I mean, you can see it. You can see it, but it's not anything like what I was showing earlier, is it? In fact, it's much closer to what you see here. Let me adjust this one just a little bit more. And that's about it. So again, with the handheld camera set to manual settings, turn that on, record a little bit of the building, let it focus, look up at the projection. Good luck. And now with the handheld camera set to all automatic, give me the best image you possibly can. Go modern technology, computers, make it amazing. Thank you. Thank you for doing what I wanted you to do, which is not reality, but a better version of reality than is actually real, because this is reality. Look, light is a funny thing. It is objective and quantifiable, but how we perceive it is not necessarily objective at all, nor is the way that cameras perceive it or translate it back to us in digital form or analog form for that matter. This set and these two projectors, whether running off of fresh, good quality watch batteries or a constant lithium-powered 5-volt USB power supply, or even a power supply that's attached to your house mains, it is good. It is very good. It just does not give you the quality of projection that's shown in the marketing photos. And so I had to call that out because it's what I observed. I'm always going to tell you what I observe, and I'm not going to try to sugarcoat it or make it extra bad, worse than it actually is. But I'm also not going to rely on camera tricks to try to show you what I want you to see. or what I think you want to see, or what I think will get me the most views or whatnot. There are a lot of things that can be done with camera trickery that are really, really basic and ultimately play off of how our eyes work, how your eyes, I can't quite reach there, work. Our eyes have an iris that closes down when there's a lot of light. It opens up when there's not a lot of light. As a result, you can still see a lot of things when your area is rather dark. So if I were to just set a camera to manual settings and lock it right here and then turn off all the lights in the room, that's not what my eyes see, because my eyes adjust slowly. My pupils dilate in the darkness here and adjust so that I will be able to see things effectively brighter. I will perceive things more brightly. In order to translate that to you, there's nothing I can do with cameras. I don't have any simulation settings in the camera to directly connect to what my eyes do. However, I can try. I can use my own perception and say, okay, I see this scene in front of me. Let me try to make the camera show the same thing on the monitor that my eyes are perceiving and my brain is perceiving. And that's when I get to something a little bit more like this. This looks about right. None of the light areas are fully washed out. There's still detail in most places, which is how the brain works. It tries to keep detail everywhere that it can. And if I were to look in a very dark direction for a while and look back here, I would have to squint because there's too much light here. This is the best that I can do to show you how not only this scene looks, but also how these projections look when I put them up on this white background here to my eyes. Now, because of the way, sorry, I didn't hold on to the focus. Let me grab the focus there manually. There we go. That's about the best that I can do for you. So I'm gonna get this really close and you can see it like it's clear, right? As long as I'm almost touching the backdrop. If I open up the main battery pack for the lower areas and turn that off, now there is absolute darkness in this space. And you know what's going to happen? My eyes are going to adjust for that. So now what my eyes see is not what you see here because I've not adjusted the camera settings yet. Got to do it with the handheld because it has a better lens and I still have to bump up the gain a lot. I'm just going to try to make this match. Again, what my eyes see, which is right about there. Yep, what I see on the monitor right now pretty much matches what I see in the background as far as its brightness. And for good measure, there's the other telescope or projector unit measured 24 inches or 2 feet away from the backdrop for comparison. And there's a little automatic camera magic version of the same scene. I hope this video was of some value to you, helps to bring you some interesting points of view, and maybe gives you some things to think about when you look at videos of things in low light or bright light, or any kind of video for that matter, where you're actually evaluating the quality and the vibrancy and the qualities of a scene of any sort. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye for now. Oh. It's beautiful. Simply magnificent. Look at how bright and vibrant those colors are. This is exactly what I wanted to see.